Welcome back, race fans, to Zero X Media and Design. I'm your host, Dustin Rogerson, and with me tonight is not Adam Gladfelter. It is my main man, Derek Buckaloo. What's up, Derek?
Oh, not much, man. I'm excited to be out here tonight. It's been a while since I've been in the booth here, so looking forward to it tonight, seeing some good racing.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. The track temp's going to be pretty hot. Let's take a look at the conditions at the moment during practice. Right now, track temp is 107 degrees out there, 84 in the air with an 8-mile-an-hour wind. So that should make this pretty challenging for these drivers to conserve these tires. Remember, they only get 3 sets of total tires and 2 of those over the wall. So they're going to have 1 extra long stint tonight. And we'll see who can save the best tires. Or save their tires the most, I should say, and come away with the victory here in the desert.
Oh, yeah, man. Phoenix always puts on a good show.
Phoenix, I think, is one of your best tracks. Maybe not this old school one. This is the old school 2008 version. But the new school one, not too many people can hang with your stuff there, Derek, especially in the next gens.
Oh, yeah, man. I enjoy racing here, man. It's kind of my style of track, but really want to see these guys out here in these monster Gen 4s, seeing what they can do out here, because it's going to be tough to keep those tires underneath them, I bet, with all that horsepower they got.
Yes, it is. Real quick, let's take a look at the standings, the playoff push picture. Remember, there's this race, and then next week the drivers will go to Talladega and let it all hang out. That is going to be the final race before the playoffs, and so we're looking at Chase Stinfley is currently your points leader. Eric Johnson in second. Adam Keene in third. That's not right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I was thinking Richard Keene. Brian Ziemer in fourth. Brian Welchel in fifth. Anthony Bennett in sixth. Charles Wilson seventh. Ronnie Welchel in eighth. And Terry Litweiler in ninth. And then Richard Keene in 10th. So that's your playoff picture at the moment. Now this could change this week into next week, and then next week into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Wanted to see how these guys fight it out there.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see, man. A lot of these drivers, they're clean. They like to go green flag runs, start to finish, which makes the strategy for tire saving really come into play. Taking a look at the board right now, Chase Stinfley's currently your fastest out here. Eric Johnson in second, Marquez in third, Litweiler in fourth, Ziemer in fifth. Speaking of Brian Ziemer is going to be your Zero X Media and Design featured driver of the evening. We're going to get him in here for a quick little interview. Remind me he's in race 6 in case I forget. He's all by himself. He's solo. Take a look here. Hey, Brian, it's Dustin and Derek in the booth. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing all right, man. How are you guys?
We're doing well here. Looks like right now, currently, you're sitting 5th fastest in practice. What's that track temp or track feeling tonight?
Man, she's hot. She's slick.
Taking a look. Looks like you're rocking a different paint scheme tonight. Got the peanuts on there and a little off the wall.
Yeah, I always try to change it up a bit. You know, I dabble in painting. I'm not as good as some guys, but I made it, so I'm happy with it.
Hey, it all starts somewhere, and if you ever need any help, just reach out to us, and we'll try to help you as best we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dustin and I are painting nerds, so we're always looking at paint schemes.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Getting all the, just kind of come up with a concept and like getting the lines and all that. It's a tough deal. It's impressive what you guys can do.
So I was taking a look at the overall standings. Looks like you're sitting tied for 3rd place, sitting pretty good with 1 race left before, 2 races counting tonight, before the playoffs. How do you feel about that?
I'm pretty happy with that. I've been consistent, not necessarily fighting for wins, but, up there. So, and racing with these guys, I learn every week. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, you've definitely been fast, consistently fast, just haven't I don't think you've made it to victory lane yet, but I think your time is coming. I think you're definitely due. You definitely have the skill. I don't think it's a skill issue. It's sometimes you just get caught up in a bad spot.
Yeah, I've had some cautions come at a bad time, and I'm not always the best at saving my tires, but that's something I've been working on.
Right on. Well, if you'd like to, you can let the people know a little bit about yourself, like how long you've been on iRacing and anything else you want to add.
Sure. Yeah, I've been on iRacing for I don't know, probably about 4 years, I think, maybe 5. I had been thinking about it for a while, but um, finally did it, and I retired from the Air Force after 21 years, and still here in Omaha, Nebraska area. So I love racing in this league. It's a lot of fun. These guys are really good guys, and I'm just glad they let me take part.
Yeah, man. Now you say you like to change your paint schemes up. Do you have any sponsors or anything on that car?
Not like actual sponsors. I just kind of I like wearing Vans, the shoes. So I made a Vans paint scheme. So
I did
I don't
see
know
that
what
one
it'll
out
be.
there.
I don't know what it'll be next week. We'll see.
Well, hopefully you keep that one off the wall tonight.
Yeah, no promises. This is a tough one. These cars are a handful.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun to drive, a lot of fun to watch, man. I'm waiting for the new Gen 4 update coming because I think I'm gonna invest some time into learning to drive these beasts.
Yeah, I'm really getting to like driving these cars quite a bit. So yeah, that update should be good.
I've said it before. If you can learn to drive these, I think you can drive anything on iRacing.
Yeah, I wouldn't
yeah.
doubt it. These are the biggest handful that I've raced.
Yeah, for sure. Well, man, do you have any shout outs you want to give before we send you off and get ready for the race?
Yeah, not a whole lot. I'm just really appreciative of all the guys who run this league, and they we learn every week. They're not they share information willingly. Just a really good group of guys. It's really fun, and it's made the official races a little harder because I'm spoiled by this league, man. So I'm just really thankful for being a part of it.
Absolutely. Outcasts have done an amazing job, and all you drivers do a great job week in and week out, keeping the car underneath of you and keeping it green. It kind of gives us a little bit of a challenge in the booth to find out what to talk about, but hey, man, that's good for you guys, right?
Yeah, I was actually wondering about that with some of these races with no cautions. That must be a tough gig for you guys.
It is, to try to get in all the action. So we improvise a little bit. We try to find other things to talk about. I think tonight I'm going to poll the audience and find out what their favorite movie is. So since we got you in the booth, what's your favorite movie of all time?
I've always been a fan of like the like mobster, gangster movies. So I'd say probably Casino is probably one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one. And if you like that kind of stuff, if you haven't already, man, check out Mobland on Paramount Plus. That looks very interesting.
Yeah, it looks really good. I don't have Paramount because I have seems like 8 different streaming services, So, but yeah, it's definitely one I want to check out. It looks really, really good. So yeah.
Well, buddy, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us before the race. Wish you the best of luck tonight, and hopefully we can talk to you again at the end, and you can get another podium finish tonight.
Yeah, I'll try my best. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys.
No problem. Thanks, Brian. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Brian Zemer, everybody, going to be your featured 0X driver of the evening. We'll see how he can do against this tough track. Guy that had some good luck in the truck race, Brandon Brock. He had the right strategy call, got the late caution to come out, but just got the car a little too loose, trying to make a move on Stimfly late in the race, and just was unable to seal that podium finish. Overall, Tuesday night's race was very entertaining to watch. If you haven't seen that, go back and check that out right here on Zero X Media and Design. All the races for that, for a matter of fact, if you haven't seen any of these races, they're all still on the YouTube channel. You can go back, get caught up, check out, see how your favorite driver has fared throughout the league. And yeah, man, don't forget to hit that subscription button. And it's free. Hit the bell notifications. We're live every Tuesday and Thursday night right here for the Outcast Motorsports. Speaking of Outcast Motorsports, let's talk about their sponsor, Derek. I don't know how much you've been watching, but every week I talk about this, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Head on over there. That's Ronnie Welch's sponsor right there, GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Once again, right now, through May 11th, you can go check out the Rhododendron Festival. And then on the April 18th and 19th, you can check out the Georgia Mountain Fair Spring Yard Sale. And then on April 24th, coming up, you have the kickoff party for Memory Lane Car Show. So don't want to miss that. And then don't forget, May 24th and 25th, the Hiawassee Pro Rodeo. Get on over there today and get your tickets. Don't wait until it's last minute. Go get them now. And let them know that we sent you. All right. I hope everybody's had a great week. Derek, it has been a long week for me. And I'm tired.
Oh, same. Oh, yeah. Man. It's end of the work week here, you know, for a lot of people on those Monday through Friday jobs and stuff like that. And hopefully they're out here winding down on Thursday night with us watching this race about to kick off. I'm sitting up here above turn 1 with my drone camera, just watching these cars go around the track, and seen a couple of different lines. Some people running low here through turn 3. Some people running right on the yellow. It'll be interesting to see how they get around here once we get fired off under green here in a few minutes.
That's right. Well, before we get too involved, I'm going to tell you guys again, go pour out that Coca-Cola, go to the fridge, grab some snacks. We're about to play the anthem. Come right back. Make sure you got a cold Pepsi in hand or your favorite beverage and join us. Drop a comment below. Let us know we're here. Let us know who you're rooting for, and we'll put them on screen there. So stick around through the anthem. We'll be right back.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts they watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air.
Thanks for sticking around through that national anthem. A beautiful rendition by the one and only Mariah Carey. Man, she can hit that high note, Derek.
Oh yeah, she does it.
Yes, she does. And with that, practice is over. These drivers will come out and go into qualifying. We'll see what these drivers have. But in the meantime, let's read some comments. Mr. Johnson in there talking about, oh, baby, we live. Yes, sir, we are. And then Ronnie Welchel, race day on the track and trying to run. Come on. And then Mr. Johnson again says, gonna be a good one. Yes, it is. That it will. If it's anything like Tuesday night's race, we are in for a nice night of racing. Well, daytime in the sim, but Ronnie Welchel on the track. Let's take a look and see what he's got. Jamie Bolton in the chat says, good luck, fellas. Adam Keene to the top of the leaderboard right now. Mark Kazin, half second behind him. Ronnie Welchel takes the third spot for the moment. Daniel Veerkamp also out on the track in that deuce.
They're laying down some hot laps here, man, in the 28s. That's pretty quick.
Literally, and that track is cooking out there. Charles Wilson, the Army brat, in the 57 U.S. Army paint scheme. This paint scheme is actually really neat. There's a Blackhawk, a ghosted out Blackhawk on the side. It's kind of hard to see. I don't have a zoom camera tonight. Camera angles for this track are not that great. So hopefully next week at Talladega, we can show this off a little bit more. How about Rob Hartley to second place at the moment? Let's see if he might be slowing down, but maybe not.
Oh, those times are getting faster here. They're well down into the 28s now.
Brandon Brock out on the track. We were just talking about him. He's doing really well in this league here. Been fast week in, week out. Found victory lane at Bristol. He called it in the trucks. And then Eric Johnson found... I think there was an incident there, but... Here we go. How about this guy? Oh, he was there and now he's gone. All right, then. Now, there he gets the rolling. The serial killer himself, Drew Kuhn, out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Look at this beautiful Trix car. This is why he is the serial killer in this Gen 4 series, always running a serial car. It's not like serial killer like a real killer. It's a cereal, the food.
That's a good looking scheme, man. I really like the, you know how like my paint scheme's loud and colorful, and that one's got all of it there.
Oh yeah, this is Pinnacle Wraps. The owner of Pinnacle Wraps here, Drew Kuhn. Man, if you guys don't already, go follow him. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I think they said he has a website too. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, man.
Maybe someone will be kind enough to drop that in the comments for us on the YouTube channel there.
Bradley D. Hoffman says, zoom, zoom, Drew. Come on, Drew, get it. You got fans in the stands. Can't hold anything back now. Now, as you've seen multiple times in this league, we have quite a few drivers that like to not qualify and just start in the back, save their stuff, and drive through the field. Eric Johnson being one of those drivers. Usually Chase Stimpley does the same. "19 people in the stream. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining Derek and I on this lovely Thursday night. One more night. One night to go, and then we're into Friday. Come on. Drew Coon gets around the track. Let's while we wait for the next driver to go out, I'm gonna bring Drew in here. He's in race 7. Remind me that.
Race 7, gotcha.
Hey Drew,
Yeah,
it's Dustin and Derek tonight. No Adam with us just yet. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going, man. What's up?
I see you put the tricks on the car tonight. Come on.
I did. Had to
Man.
whip something up.
Now next week you
Gotta
go to
keep guessing.
Talladega. Oh, what were you saying,
I'm
Derek?
looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, Talladega's gonna be that's gonna be one I'm really looking forward to watching in this Gen 4 series.
Yeah, the pack racing is an adrenaline rush for me, so I'm definitely looking forward to Talladega.
Oh yeah. Brian Welchel out here, everybody. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, Drew, so someone said that you now have a website?
There is a website up. It is epinnaclewraps.com. It's not the official website. Right now it's just a front basically with some boxes where you can fill out some information to send me a message if you are interested in getting a wrap done. I'm in the process of building the official site.
Awesome, man. Well, we wanted to bring you in and give a chance to shout out that. I know you say you got Facebook, Instagram.
I do. I do. It's Pinnacle Wraps on Instagram, and then the Pinnacle Wraps Facebook page. The easiest way to find that is just go to Google and just search Pinnacle Wraps iRacing, and it should be the very first thing that pops up.
Awesome. As we see Mr. Welchel, B-Dubs Welchel in 7th place right now. All right, Drew, man, I appreciate you taking the time. Talk to us, shout your thing out, and man, good luck tonight, and keep that car clean. It looks too nice to get involved in any incidents.
I'm having issues with the track. I didn't get to practice last night. I had to work, so I'm having issues. It's going to be a rough one today, especially with the hot track temps. It's slick.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on you, man.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
You too. Good luck.
See.
Drew Coon, everybody. Brian Welchel. I think he's going to be a contender tonight. Little, not as fast. He's only a half second off, though. Well, a little more than a half second. But it doesn't matter where you start, Derek. It's all about where you finish.
Yeah, and the overall pace, I don't know how important that's going to be, considering that they're going to be having to stretch these tires.
Yeah, it's going to be very important to manage your lap times. And then we have Carrie Stimpley back in the chat. Thanks for joining us again. She says, "Send it, boys." Mark Kazin with the fastest lap so far. Hartley in 2nd, Keene to 3rd, Wilson, and then Zemer in 5th. That's almost how it was in practice, minus Stimpley. Stimpley was at the top.
And we'll see if he can get up there tonight. And he looked like one of the fastest cars there at Bristol last week. And I imagine he's going to be a contender tonight. But he's got to make it to the end of the race. Play the strategy right.
That's right. That is right. And we just waiting for everybody to get their qualifying laps in that won it. And then we'll jump into the starting lineup for the evening.
One of my favorite parts of the broadcast.
That's right. Little Kevin James getting you pumped up. You take a look at the aerial view of the track. Notice the dog leg has grass on the inside, so you can't cut that. We talked about that Tuesday night, Adam and I did. And so, but these drivers will be carrying a ton of speed, especially down into 3. I'll show you that. I was watching some of the camera angles earlier, and man, they are cooking.
Yeah, I was noticing that the dog leg. I was like, this is different than what I'm used to. Like I'd be driving right through the pit wall normally out here on the new track.
That's right, and the start-finish line is on the back stretch. Well, I guess in this it would be the front stretch, but
The front stretch.
I'm
right?
used to it
They
being
flipped
on
it all over.
in the dog leg.
I'd be completely lost out here tonight. I'll tell you that. I would need that practice.
And that's going to be it for the qualifying. No one else sent it. So we will get lined up here and we will take a look at the starting grid. So let's fire it up, shall we? Feel free to sing it, Derek.
Maybe the Mariah Carey.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
All right, your starting grid for tonight's race. Mark Kazin takes the pole. Rob Hartley in second. Adam Keene in third. Charles Wilson in fourth. Brian Zemer, the featured driver of the evening, will be in fifth. Brandon Brock out of Illinois in sixth. Seventh goes to Brian P-Dubs Welchel with his elbows out team. 8, Daniel Vierkamp. Ninth goes to Ronnie Welchel, also elbows out. Drew Kuhn, owner of Pinnacle Wraps, in 10th. Chase Stimpley driving the slap wagon in 11th. Eric Johnson in 12th. 13th goes to Anthony Bennett. Cale Peterson in 14th. Josh Newman out of Indiana in 15th. Terry Litweiler, also out of Illinois, 16th. And Ryan Fox out of Illinois in 17th.
They're rolling out pit road now. I'm right over the top of them with the drone here, watching a lot of good-looking cars up here. Thanks to Pinnacle, you got these guys looking fresh and right.
I feel like Mark didn't grid up, so
That's mighty charitable of you giving a head start.
that's right. Take a look at the track temp for the start of the race. 113 out there. 86 degrees in the air. 7-mile-an-hour wind. And you're looking at what the track looks like. This is week 7.
All right, it's time to get it on.
Oh yeah, Derek's ready. I'm ready. Hope you, the fans, are ready. They're coming to the green flag right now.
The outside line didn't get a very good start, but outside line is right up there with those two groups side by side getting after.
Yeah, Hartley and Keene with a pretty even start, but Hartley's going to have the advantage on the high line, getting the run and down the front stretch into the dog leg.
Oh, got guys making moves back here.
Oops. Might have went to this camera a little too early, but yeah, they're side by side for fourth. Chase Stempley up there. Rob Hartley still your leader. Litweiler fell back to 15th. Don't know what happened to him. Chase Stempley up to third already, up 8 spots.
He's not wasting any time at all. He said he wants to get up there.
Wow, Brian Zemer, featured driver, up to second. Letting him cook. Oh, Ronnie Welchel into the wall back here. He's going to open it up for Eric Johnson and the 53 of Brian Welchel. They're 3 wide. B-Dubs backs out of it. Ronnie getting a little loose off each and every turn here. Still holding strong on the outside of Eric Johnson in the 18 Skittles machine. Eric's finally got around him. Stempley is closing the gap. Brian Zemer is currently the leader. I missed that pass for the lead. Let's go back, take a look at it just real quick. Oops. There it was. I missed it again. That's how that unfolded. And Chase Stempley on the inside. He was also going to get around him. So Brian Zemer out to a nice lead. Stempley back here pacing himself. He's in second. Hartley's dropped back to third. Adam Keene not too far behind. Johnson all the way up to fifth. He's up 7 spots. Another big mover, Ryan Fox, in that 15. Cale Peterson up 1 spot in that 99. He's been out here each and every week. He's been pretty fast. We get a caution, might bring him in for an interview.
He's got a good-looking car, too.
You got that Red Bull. That was I just finished my Red Bull not too long ago. Looks like Eric Johnson just got around Adam Keene. We're seeing the finishing touches of that battle. Now he's trying to run down the leader. He doesn't want to let Chase get too far out ahead. Somebody's got to hold Chase off tonight. Chase, I think, has won 5 races. Yes, 5 races out of the 7.
He's definitely got his foot on their neck in this series, for sure.
Actually, 5 out of the 6. Because this is the 7th race.
So he's won them all except for Bristol, then, correct? In the Gen 4?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Actually, there was an incident. Eric Johnson crossed the line first. But there was an incident that happened at Bristol, which caused Eric to go back to 5th. And so he technically won that race, too.
Oh, wow. They just can't keep him at a victory lane, can they?
No. How about the 87 of Mark Kazin cooking around Brian Welchel, trying to work on Ronnie Welchel now. Got him in his sights. Let's go on board with Mark. Maybe. See how much he's got his hands full. These cars, they just have so much power. You get a little too hard on the throttle and the car wants to step out. So it takes a lot of throttle control to drive these things. See him fighting the wheel just a little bit there. Turning right. Nice run up to the 62. He's going to make the
he's,
pass.
yeah, he's going for it here. Well, he was our pole sitter, and I'm not sure why he didn't start up front, but he's trying to get his way back up there.
He started in the back or from the pits, one of the two. But yeah, he's cooking. He's laying down some laps. How about we missed it? Chase Stempley for the lead. Let's take a look at the pass for the lead here, since we missed it. Sorry, guys. That's the beauty of the replay. See, Chase just gets a run on the inside, dives it in just a little deeper. Got the tires to make it stick. Side by side they go. And then just sends it in there.
Hooks it down to that yellow line.
That's right. The old slap wagon out there. Ryan Fox back here making some moves. Actually, Terry Litweiler, sorry. Terry Litweiler gets around Ryan Fox. Brandon Brock's down 5 spots, but don't let that fool you. He could be saving tires. These drivers get about 40 to 45 laps on a tank of fuel, but they're going to have to strategize if this stays clean and green on when they're going to take their tires, because they only get 2 sets over the wall, so they're going to have to run 70 laps at some point on 1 set of tires.
I don't envy that. That's a lot on this hot track. Asking to stretch the tires that long, it's going to be they're going to have trouble keeping those tires underneath them at the end of that run. But that's what it's all about, seeing who can manage the best here.
That's right. We're taking a look at the 01 of Josh Newman in the Sim Magic Chevy. He is on a mission right now. He is up 6 spots, making it work. Now let's go to the comments real quick. Sorry, Phantom79. I didn't mean to miss your comment here. It says, when y'all get a chance, you need to see Stempley's Golden Girls t-shirt on Twitch. Guaranteed win with that. Oh, yeah. Golden Girls shirt and some Spit Vipers. Oh, shoot.
Come on.
Chase Stempley
I was
out.
always a Blanche fan, but all of the Golden Girls are awesome.
Chase Stempley out to a massive lead at the moment. Eric Johnson working on the 55, featured driver of Brian Zemer.
Oh yeah, he's in a whole nother zip code right now. He might even be in the next state over at this point. We got almost a 2-second lead right now over second place.
Brianna C says, step on it, Keen. If you're not first, you're last. Look at Keen, though. Keen's in 5th. He's not doing too bad. He's down 2 spots from where he started, but that's okay. It's about tire management, and he might be able to find some speed later on in this run. Battles right here. Trying to look through the field to see any other ones. You got another good one back here with Ronnie Welchel and Brandon Brock. Terry Litweiler trying to put his nose in the picture. And Josh Newman. This is a close battle here. Got a bunch of cars stacked together. Ronnie Welchel, Brandon Brock, Terry Litweiler, Josh Newman, Ryan Fox, and Charles Wilson. Anthony Bennett off track. Something happened with him. He's out. Daniel Veerkamp a lap down. Eric Johnson passing the 55 of Zemer. And then Rob Hartley's looking to take advantage and put his nose on the inside of Zemer. And then Adam Keen right there. Another nice battle. That this is all for what?
Looks like
Third?
6th, 7th.
Second, third,
Yeah, third now.
4th,
Yeah.
5th.
I was watching Chase's lap times. He's running mid-30s, mid to high 30s, and these guys back here the last few laps have been running 30.3s and 4s, so They're definitely putting down some laps right now, trying to get up there and try to not let them get too far out.
Chase definitely has the advantage in these cars. I feel like it falls right into his wheelhouse. He is super used to, or he likes a loose car, and he's definitely a wheel man.
Looser than this. Yeah, I'm watching this car right now, and the rear end's doing the cha-cha out of each turn here, getting a little sideways, but that's how you
Go
get
on
past
board
them.
with him here. Watch how he wheels this car around the track. He's got the clean air making it. Oh, see?
Yeah, counter steering into it.
Oh, we about gave him the broadcaster curse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm no good in these cars, because I don't like turning right.
It's going to be a handful for these drivers when they got to go 70 laps.
Oh, yeah, the fall off's going to be massive, and just trying to keep from wrecking it, I imagine, is going to be half the battle.
You got to see, we're only 25 laps in, and he's got his hands full with that. So Eric Johnson on the hunt. He's down. He's made the gap shrink a little bit with Chase having his hands full. I wonder if Eric's battling the same problems in that car. Let's go on board with him.
He's got 'em in
Absolutely.
sights.
Oof. It's hard to put the power down in these cars.
Whoa, that's a massive counter steer out of the corner there. Their fuel tank is, what is it, 45 laps on the run here?
Yeah, he's at 40 to 45 laps, so we're going to expect pit stops within the next 15 laps with these drivers getting loose. Rob Hartley's made his way up here. He's about to battle Eric back for second place, right where he started.
He's running the Outcast logo on the hood. That's a good looking car right there.
Yeah, it is. Phantom 79 says, gonna be some sore arms tonight. That's right. But
They might want to turn their force feed back down a little bit here.
I can't drive these cars. I'm telling you right now, I don't know how they've kept it underneath them. You see Eric Johnson up into the wall. Massive problems at the moment. His cars are just getting loose. You know what? The tires might not even be that worn. They might just be hot, starting to get hot and hard to control.
Oh yeah, man, this is one of the hotter track temps you'll see on the sim right here, on the oval side of things, anyways.
Adam Keene side by side with Eric Johnson. Sorry.
Ooh, no, you're good. You're good. There's two good-looking cars right there. You got that bomb pop color of Nike car there, and then the Sweet Heat on the outside.
Eric Sweet Heat Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
What a battle.
It's got to be nerve-wracking being door-to-door with somebody in this.
Especially with how loose the car is. I would have lost it already. I'll tell you that right now. 25 people watching right now. I appreciate each and every one of you checking this out. We have a battle right now for third place. Eric Johnson and Adam Keene. Back and forth they go. See Johnson into the wall on the outside. But man, he just gets such a good run. And it's so hard to put the power down on the inside. Adam Keene's doing a phenomenal job right now, keeping that car underneath of him.
He looks sitting here watching it. He looks nice and stable. Getting into these corners here and out of them. I imagine that's doing wonders for his tires too, not sliding it.
Absolutely. Phantom 79 in the chat again says, that's why I'm sticking to trucks this season. These cars seemed like a handful. Absolutely, they are. How about Rob Hartley
Yeah.
running down the leader? He's closed the gap by half a second. As soon as I say that, it falls off just a little bit.
Stimply's running right at 31 flat here. And Hartley, these last couple laps, has been 30.8 and 30.9. So he's getting him a tenth or two here and there every lap right now. You have to wonder if Stimply's just saving it, minding the gap, or if he's just giving it everything he's got at this point.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, I'm surprised we haven't had a single car spin with the step outs we've seen from these cars. All these drivers doing a phenomenal job.
Oh yeah, my hat's off to him, man. I mean, I've been a part of a few different leagues and watched some leagues here on YouTube and stuff like that. And they tend to be a little bit crashy, you know, but pretty much every race I've seen from these Outcast group of guys, man, it's other than Bristol, which that'll happen, but you know, for the most part, it seems like they've been able to keep it together and put on a pretty decent show for us up here in the booth and everybody watching out there on YouTube.
Here's the battle. Check out the battle box. It'll show you just how everything's stacking up. Adam Keene finally makes the move. Or pass, sorry, not move. He's been working on it for a while. Uh-oh. Rob Hartley up here closing the gap to Chase Stimply. See there
Oh yeah.
on the battle box, Chase Stimply up 10 spots. Hartley's right where he started, but man, he's closing in. He fell back early, but like I said, I think that was tire conservation there.
I think you're right on that, Dustin, because I don't imagine Stimply's going to want to give up the lead voluntarily. So he's giving everything he's got, and Hartley's just driving him down lap after lap here.
Yes, he is. Kyle Franklin, welcome back. Appreciate the comment. He says, love these cars. They are a driver's car. You really see who shines. I think that's what you meant, who shines. Yes, you do. But these two got over a 3-second lead over third place. So it'll be interesting to see if Hartley can get up here and make this pass as we're closing in, getting close to the end of the fuel window. Take a look at some of the lap times. Sorry, Derek, go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, they're he's been getting him about 2/10 a lap here, and running a nice low entry into the corners, running that bottom seam, and just he seems to just have it here at the end of this run.
Yep, he's definitely saved a little bit more.
Yeah, he should be able to get up to him now. Passing him's to be a different story, but he will be up on his bumper here within the next couple of laps.
Uh-oh, something happened. He blinked out a little bit there. Now he's coming up on him, so...
I thought that was just me. It was an iRacing thing. I was like, oh no, my computer's acting up again. Oh, he's there now.
Oops, there goes my Red Bull can. Good thing it's empty. Kyle Franklin says, I'm going to make at least one race. Unfortunately, they race when I'm at work. Yeah, man, sorry. Hopefully we can see you out here, though. I mean, you deserve to be called out on the stream. You're in here each and every week chatting it up with us. I really appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you fans out there. Everybody who drops a comment means a lot to me. Gives us something extra to talk about. Who you rooting for? Who do you guys got? Who's going to be the victory? Who's going to be the victory? Come on, man. Who's going to be the victor in the desert tonight?
Well, myself, I'm a fan of Chase Stimply here. I like his style, and talk with him a little bit in Discord here and there. He seems like a pretty funny guy, you know. But I think it's going to be between these two that we see here up at the front. They seem to be by far the fastest out here, but you still got to make it all the way to the end to get there. So we'll see who comes in later in the race. But right now, it's these two, Chase Stimply and Rob Hartley, up here just battling. And Rob has gotten up to him, but it looks like that dirty air is getting him. He can't quite get up to the bumper and make a move here on him.
That's absolutely right. Kyle Franklin again says, dude, loving the broadcast, man. You guys are great. Brianna C says Keen's going to win it. And Kyle Franklin again, big cloud cover should cool down the track. Yes, it should. And Derek, can you see what the live track temp is right now?
I can. Right now, we are at, let's see here.
Here comes
It's
Chase Temp.
122 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
It got up to 130 in the truck race. Chase Stimpley now to pit lane. He's going to come in. Let's take a look and see if he's going to get some tires on the slap wagon or if he's just going to take fuel only. Fan number 79 says, hard to tell. A lot of talent on the track. You ain't lying. Did the car raise or not? I don't think it did. I don't see. I think he's just getting fuel only. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, he might be waiting for a caution. I mean, it's one of those things where if you get fresh tires and you burn them up and then caution comes out, all of that lead you built up with those fresh tires just immediately goes away.
Yeah, you can never count Eric Johnson out. Adam Keene, he's a great driver. Mark Kazin, all these drivers, Zemer, Brock, Welchel, Litweiler, Wilson. Like, I can name every one of these guys. They might be down right now, but anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Hartley to pit road. Brian Zemer also on pit road. Looks like Brian Zemer got some of the famous old wall scratchies there.
Oh, yeah,
Terry-
they're all coming to pit road now.
Terry Litweiler, Charles Wilson. It'd be interesting to see who's going to take tires and who don't. Is everybody going to be on the same strategy? I might need some help, Derek, watching these cars, seeing if they're taking tires.
Yeah, I've got an eye on Eric Johnson right now coming into pit road, and we'll see what he does here.
Drew Kuhn, see if he's going to take tires. It's hard to tell. See if Ronnie takes them. I don't think anybody's taking tires. I think everybody's saving them.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of them are not, because we'll find out pretty quick as soon as they get back out on the track, because the pace has slowed down quite a bit from the start of the race here. So
Adam Keene was out to the lead. Now he's coming to pit road. Everybody coming in. Mark Kazin coming in. Brandon
looks
Brock.
like Chase Stimpley did get tires. He's running a 30.4 the second lap out, so he looks like he did grab some tires there in the pit.
I don't know if maybe he only took one side because he had a 12-second stop. Brandon Brock had a 14-second stop. Brian Zemer with a 15-second stop. I'm not sure if they took them or not, but we'll see how it plays out. Right now, the slap wagon back to the lead. Rob Hartley, 2.7 behind. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like Stimpley did a good job in and off of pit road there, because they were for the pits there. He was right up on him, and he did come in a lap earlier, but he made up a little bit of time on top of that extra lap of getting out there early.
And Kyle Franklin says, looks like just fuel, looks like right sides only. And, you know, that could be the play there. Right sides this time, left sides next time, and then 4 on the last one. That could be a good strategy. Looks like he's still fighting the car just a little bit.
That car looks evil going into the turns there. It's turning both ways.
It is Hartley. I wonder if... I don't know. Maybe he did the same thing, because he is cooking too. And he is catching Chase. And then Zemer Johnson, 6 seconds back, but the gap's closing. They're gaining some speed.
And they've got, what, 3 sets over the wall tonight?
2 sets over the wall.
2 sets over the wall. Oh, yeah. Definitely. They're going to have to manage it for sure.
That's right. Eric Johnson's still loose. Maybe he didn't take any, but if he didn't take any, and you get out here, you can manage this run. Come in. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. In the meantime, we are going to go side by side for a commercial break. Stick around. You won't miss any of the action under this commercial break. Be right back.
Would you like your advertisement on our stream? Reach out to us on Facebook.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us through that commercial break. You've seen a lot of action on the track under that break. A lot of passes happening. Charles Wilson got around Brian B-Dubs Welchel. Mark Kazin got around Eric Johnson. Brian Zemer passed Hartley for P2. And now Zemer looking to put the moves on Stinfley. Oh, really close there.
He must have got 4 tires because, I mean, he drove him down from quite a ways back. Here on
A
this
different strategy.
beginning of this
Yeah,
run.
he had a 15-second pit stop, so I'm assuming he got tires. And he gone. New leader, Brian Zemer, featured driver of the evening. He's got a little bit of damage to that, what is that, right front quarter panel?
Yep, that's his right front up there. Got the fender, probably found the wall. He was supposed to keep it off the wall tonight with his paint scheme, but, you know, maybe if he happened to get a caution, he might be able to get that fender pulled out.
He's coming up on some traffic. That's Drew Kuhn in front of him with Ryan Fox in front of Drew.
Oh, yeah, he's running 29.6s right now.
Yeah,
He
is
definitely got
cooking.
tires.
Kazin also had a longer pit stop, 16.85 for him, and he's running 29.6 as well. Brandon Brock, same thing, 29.6s for him, but he had a quicker pit stop out of all of them, 14.75.
He needs to buy his pit crew lunch, for sure.
It's a steak dinner if he wins.
Well, they're going to have to do something like we were talking about earlier. Stinfley's been dominating this series here. And you do the same thing he does, I don't think you're going to be able to beat him. You're going to have to try to get off sequence or off strategy from what he's doing and try to trick it up some other way.
Marquez able to get around the slap wagon, and now he's in second place looking to hunt down Zemer. He's still 2 seconds back.
And that is one thing that I've seen with this series is that in a lot of other leagues and even in officials, there's not really a strategy. It's just get tires under caution and drive it as hard as you can. Whereas with them staying green these first 60 laps here, you can kind of play your strategies out and see what happens, you know, versus just run hard, 20 laps, caution, cool them off, try it again, you know.
Big moment for Drew Kuhn as the car stepped out just a little bit, and he's able to keep it underneath of him. And Marquez going to get around him. He's a lap car. Now 1 lap down. Ryan Fox is also a lap down. If we were to have a caution right now, Ryan Fox would be your lucky dog. So back here and take a look. Brian Welchel out here. I don't think he got tires. Looks like he might have a little bit of damage to that front end.
Yeah, just a little bit. I know these cars are similar into the B cars. If you get even anywhere near the wall, you're going to fold it up or even make contact with another car. It doesn't take much to bend a fender.
Brandon Brock getting around the 18 of Eric Johnson. He's on them fresh tires. Trying to take advantage of him, but he's 12 seconds back from the leader. Hartley and Stinfley pretty close together. About a half second in between the two cars. Mark Kazin hunting down the leader. It's only a 1 second gap between the two. Well, while these drivers are swapping positions, we're going to talk. Usually we try to mix things up a bit, keep it light, take it a little bit away from racing for a second. We asked Brian Zemer what his favorite movie was. I forgot what he said. Some mob movie. What was it?
I think he said it was Casino, I believe.
That's right. Derek, what would be your favorite movie?
Man, I like all kinds. I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan, so Prestige is probably one of my favorite of all time. I've been rewatching Interstellar quite a bit here lately on Netflix. That's another really, really good one. I enjoy those movies that make you think just a little bit, you know.
Little sci-fi action. If you watched the stream before, you know we send it off to you in the comments. Drop a comment. Let us know what your favorite movie is. My favorite movie is The Crow with Brandon Lee. I did like the new one, but it's just not the same.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of movies, we just had the new Minecraft movie came out. I took my kids to go watch that last week. I slept through most of it, but they seem to enjoy it.
I see a lot of people seem to enjoy that movie. They have a bunch of videos like going crazy when Jack Black's in a wrestling ring or something. I don't know.
I vaguely remember that part. My daughter might have elbowed me at one point because I was snoring and woke me up.
Snoring in the theater. So we got in the comments, Mike Stevens says, I feel the need for speed. That's right, Top Gun, baby. That is another one of my favorite movies. I like both of them, the original and the new one.
I'm not going to lie, the new one had me hyped.
Derek, go to the comments. Brianna C. just quoted just said our favorite comedy movie.
Let's see here. Oh, yes.
Tropic Thunder.
Brianna gets bonus points for that one. I forgot to mention that one. As far as comedy goes, that is the greatest of all time right there. That's the go-to comedy movies. It's Tropic Thunder.
Jamie Bolton says The Patriot is the actual GOAT of a movie. I don't know if I've seen that.
That was Mel Gibson back in Revolutionary Times, where he goes full Mel Gibson on the redcoats. You know, he does his thing, hitting people with hatchets and jumping over burning wagons and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. What else we got in here? Mike Stevens says Spaceballs. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Bradley D. Hoffman says, on a base cars, how much adjustment do you have if you're loose or tight? I don't think you can adjust the fixed setups.
Yeah, I don't know if these cars have really any in-car adjustments like some of them other do, like the perch and stuff like that, but I wouldn't know what to do anyways.
I think the only thing that these drivers can adjust as far as setup goes is their steering offset and their brake bias.
Yeah. Which at a track like Phoenix, you can do a lot with your brake bias. That's something I always play with at these little bit smaller tracks. There's a lot of braking involved, is changing master cylinders and brake bias and stuff like that, trying to get that rear end to rotate, although these cars don't look like they need a whole lot of help getting that rear end to rotate, though.
Oh, yeah. Back to the action real quick. Brian Zemer is out to a 10-second lead, folks, making the tires work for him, as these other drivers who have elected not to take tires are like 10 seconds back and will be coming to pit soon, because then they can do 2 smaller stints, get their tires, and we'll see what happens.
Hartley's coming to pit right now. And the 91 is Stintley.
Okay. Oh, Stintley stayed out. I think he missed it. Hartley coming down pit road. Now, yeah, brake bias is huge. That can help you set your corner, get the car a little looser or tighter, depending on how you set it.
55 of Brian Zemer's coming to pit road as well. And I'm guessing he's planning on running his long stint right now, which it's going to be a long stint.
Hopefully he was pretty easy on the tires. We'll see what happens. Chase Stintley coming down. Brandon Brock to the lead. See how all this cycles through. Uh-oh, what happened to Rob? Oh, wrong camera angle, that's why. Terry Litweiler up to third at the moment before we cycle through. Brandon Brock, Eric Johnson, and Litweiler are your top 3. Brian Zemer came down pit road. He's in 4th. Remember, he had a massive 10-second lead going in, but with Stintley and Hartley taking tires this time and other drivers taking tires, we're gonna see a pretty good run from those drivers, as the gap's going to fall off really quickly.
Oh yeah, man. They on fresh tires, they're running mid 29s on at the end of these runs. They've been running up in the high 30s and low 31s. So you're talking almost a second a lap difference between old tires and fresh tires. So we'll see how it goes here, but imagine we'll see some changes on this leaderboard here for too long.
Brian Welchel down pit road. Now he's off out of his stall and he's on the move. Speaking of tires, here comes Chase Stintley trying to get his lap back. He's currently a lap down with the pit stop. He's going to get it back right here. Actually, no, he's not. Oh, yeah, now he's got it back. So, same with Hartley. Adam Keene would be next.
Oof, we got the, I believe this is the 87 here.
Ryan Fox on pit road.
Off of I guess that's turn 3 there. Maybe it's turn 2 now. I can't remember on this one, but yeah, he slapped the wall pretty hard there.
How about this? Drop a movie quote in the comments, and then we'll see if we can guess it. Scroll through here. Litweiler in 3rd still. Let's see when he's going to come to pit road. They still got time. They still got like 10, 15 laps left.
Yeah, we're just past the halfway point of this race, so they are. You can make it on one stop from this point, I believe.
Derek don't break character until he does a DVD commentary.
Always. I'm legit from head to toe.
Litweiler and Zemer having a little bit of a battle here. Shake and bake, that's too easy. Talladega Nights. Mark Kazin gets around Litweiler. He's working on the 55 of Zemer. Remember, Zemer elected tires the first time, so Kazin should have a little better advantage here. Actually, I don't think Kazin took tires either because his pit stop was only 7 seconds. Maybe he
Yeah, I think
just
he's running his long run right now.
he just saved him a little bit better, I think, than Zimmer. They're running about the same lap times though, so.
Yeah, this old version of Phoenix, man, it looks like your local Walmart parking lot, man. It's busted up and got seams and cracks all over it. But these guys are getting after it out here on the super hot track. It's still 119 out here, so it's not cooled off a whole lot for them.
Ryan Fox just got a lap back. Drew Kuhn looking to get a lap back. If we were to have a caution right now, Charles Wilson would be your lucky dog. Only 8 cars on the lead lap at the moment.
Yeah, Stempley must have got him 4 freshies here because he's out here cooking, running 29.6s 10 laps into this run. So I think he wants that lead back at some point.
Mike Stevens says, "I'm dropping the hammer." No, you're not. Days of Thunder, y'all.
There's been talks and rumblings of them coming out with the new Days of Thunder, so that would be a good one.
There's one I don't know, Derek. Maybe you do. He says, "Aim for the bushes."
Aim for the bushes. That sounds familiar. Damn. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. They might have stumped us on that one, but I feel like it's off of a comedy movie that I've seen, but I can't quite place it.
Stempley making a move on Litweiler here. Litweiler on the high line. Stempley gets around him nice and clean. Mike.
Yeah, Stempley's he's driving these cars down, but he's got to get through a whole handful of them. Got a couple of lap down cars in front of him here.
Terry Litweiler, one of your biggest movers of the race. He's up 10 positions. Now 9 with Hartley passing him. Eric Johnson also up 10. Looks like he just got a little loose there as soon as we clicked over to him.
Yeah, it's that broadcast.
That's right. It is the other guys.
There you go. That's what it was. The other guys. That was a good one.
I did my first desk pop. That's not a thing?
Brandon Brock out here. He's running 30.8s, and he's staying ahead of second place car a little bit, Eric Johnson. But those guys back behind are running almost a second a lap faster than him right now.
Oh, yeah. Mike Stevens dropping some old school movie quotes in here. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. That would be...
The Goonies, man. That is a classic.
The Goonies.
Yeah. People that are our age, Dustin, I'm not going to put us out there too much with the numbers, but people that are our age that have not seen the Goonies, you're not living if you haven't seen the Goonies.
That's definitely an old school classic movie, but, you know, another movie that I really like. Dazed and Confused.
Oh, man. That's a great one. Party at the Moon Tower. Let's go.
I think that's where these drivers are going to meet up afterwards. We got Hartley working on Zimmer here. Hartley looking to the high line. Newman on the inside. About to make it 3 wide here. I think Newman's on fresher rubber. Newman way down low and then shoots up to make the corner.
Slide job there.
Chase Stempley's driven through the field. He's trying to get around Charles Wilson. And he gets around Kazin. So Stempley's on a mission.
Yeah, he made short work of those lap cars there in front of him a few laps ago, and He's pushing it right now.
Mike Stevens says, I'm pretty old school myself. James Schlop. I can't pronounce your last name, sorry. Schopf. He says, I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley. I've heard that before. I know. I
That
can't
is
think
off
what it
of.
is.
Correct me if I'm not mistaken, but I believe that's off the Lethal Gun. With
Kazin, big moment for him. He's in the wall. Rob Hartley to the inside, going to take advantage of that. What a save by him to keep that car from spinning out. Mark Kazin with that crazy,
Oh yeah,
crazy
man.
save.
He touched both his front and rear quarter panels on the right side on the wall. He slapped it twice.
Take a look at what just happened here. Just gets a little loose. Take a look at that. The slap wagon back out front.
Mike Stevens corrected us. It was off of Airplane. Was with the Leslie Nielsen, but I had the wrong movie. Same actor. Wrong movie.
Brianna says, stupid last name. I'm joking. It's mine now, too. Who's that? Is that a movie quote?
Oh, I think she was talking. Well, maybe. It might have been talking about. Not sure on that one there.
And then Kyle Franklin says, we must all fear evil men. I don't know that one either.
I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Either way, I appreciate each and every one of you for interacting with us. That's really fun, man. We like to have a good time here. Mike Stevens, so you're saying there's a chance. Carter says, when's the 0X Strat Series coming back? Well, Carter, I think that's going to be around...
What were we thinking, Dustin? Like October-ish?
October,
September-ish,
November, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Somewhere in that time frame.
Probably Saturday nights. Thanks for checking in with us, Carter. Appreciate that, buddy. Chase Stinfley out here to a nice lead. He's grown it over 1 second. He's got Hartley coming up, though. Hartley's got to get through a lap car of Charles Wilson. Oh, movie quote, and Shepherds We Shall Be. That is one of the best movies ever made. Too bad it took him 9 years to make a sequel. He's talking about the Boondock Saints.
That was a good one. Every time I think of that movie, I always think of The Funny Man. Tell me a
Man,
joke, funny man. Make me laugh.
I cannot tell that joke on stream.
You cannot. Good movie, though.
Yes, it is. Rob Hartley getting around Charles Wilson coming up here. And he got around Eric Johnson as well. Johnson now a lap down. But when he pits, he should have the tire advantage going into the last stint. We'll have to see how that plays out. Man, so you're telling me there's a chance. I know that one. I can't. I know
That
it.
is,
Let me think.
Dumb and Dumber.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't like the sequel of that one. Wasn't that good, but the original one was just it was hilarious.
6 cars on the lead lap. Let's go through them real quick. Chase Stinfley is your leader right now in the Pepsi Slap Wagon. Rob Hartley is in second, trying to catch Stinfley. Mark Kazin is in third place. Adam Keene's driven his way back up to fourth after the crazy tire strategy going on right now. Brian Zemer, featured driver of the evening, in fifth, getting all sorts of pressure right now from Brian Welchel. Why did I say Brandon? And then Brandon Brock, that's why I said it, because he was the next driver I was getting ready to call out, is in 6th. Eric Johnson has just gotten his lap back. He's driven
Yeah, he's
around
driving away from the
Stinfley.
leader. He's got his, I'm guessing, what's his last set of tires, and he's using them.
Yeah, he just pitted on lap 90, so he's moving. He's running
It's gonna leave him a little
29.6.
Yeah, it's gonna leave him a little bit short on fuel, so I'm guessing he has something up his sleeve for that very last stop. But these other guys here, I'm looking at the rest of the guys up here in the top 5, and they're all about they got at least another 10 to 14 laps where they're gonna have to pit, so they can definitely make it to the end. It's just depending on, do they have a set left lane in the pits to make that last run.
Stinfley going around Brandon Brock, going to put him a lap down. Stinfley still fighting that car. Your mother was a snowblower. Hey, laser lips. In that short circuit.
Oh yeah, Johnny Five, man.
Man, a
He
lot
was
of good
savage.
movies, man. What is that one? Your mother was a hamster and your father was a smelt of elderberries. And then Brianna C says there's Charlie everywhere.
Oh, that could be off of so many different movies.
Yeah.
The Charlie line.
Blood, guts, and spitting ass was everywhere. Sorry, that's Major Pain.
Oh yeah, that was a wild movie, man. I was about to say the one with the elderberries. I was gonna say that's got to be a Monty Python movie, and Kyle Franklin came in with the trivia. It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
My favorite part is when they're running around, they're walking, but they've got coconuts sounding like a horse. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. It's so stupid, it's funny, you know?
Oh, yeah. Stinfley out here growing the lead away from Hartley. Hartley's got some dirty air to contend with Brandon Brock. I'm just thinking about all the funny movies and stuff, just laughing over here.
Yeah, comedy, man, it's the spice of life.
Stinfley working that car right now. Let's go on board with him again, in case you missed it earlier. Listen to the throttle control.
And at this point of the run, on the very first run, I don't know if he ran a little bit too hard at the front end, but he was quite a bit slower. Even though the track temp's actually gotten hotter since the start of the race, but at this point he's managed his pace well. He's still in the mid 30s right now, with 33 laps into this run. So I'm thinking he's probably trying to save these tires because he might have to go all the way to the end on them.
Adam Keene, 11 seconds back right now. He's got a pit stop coming up here soon.
Yeah, they're almost in the window right now to make it to the end on fuel. So
I think they're barely on the cutoff. So we should see some...
we're on 106 coming to 107, so that's gonna, at the end of this lap, that puts them right on the very edge of their window.
Phantom says they don't make them like they used to. Movies, not a quote. You know, and that's right, man. They don't do movies very well these days. Almost every one of them are so predictable on how they end. And I mean, there are a few that will twist it up. Speaking of twisting it up, Mr. Buckaloo over here has got me watching this show called Black Mirror on Netflix. If you haven't seen it and you're a fan of the old school like Twilight Zone, man, you need to go check that out. That's really twisted.
Yeah, it'll take your mind a bunch of different ways. They came out with the new season here last week, and I've been watching that over these last few days off that I've been on. But yeah, man, it's such a good series.
Yes, sir. Mark Kazin coming down pit road. I wonder if he's got tires left or not. We about to find out. We'll see if this thing's got a Hemi. I think he's still got one left. Quote, skin that smoke wagon. What is that?
Oh man, I want to say that it was a baseball movie, or no, that was on Tombstone, I believe. It was a western. He was talking about gunfighting, and he says, "Skin that smoke wagon."
Simply,
I want to say that might have been off of Tombstone, possibly.
Simply going to be saying movie quotes here in a bit. You shall not pass. Well, he's going to try to hold him off. We seen in the first run with tires, Hartley was able to save him, and now you got Adam Keene coming to pit road, and Mark Kazin had a 15-second stop, so I believe he did have 4 tires left. Let's see if he can run down the leader. If he can come out, he did come out a lap down. I don't know where he is in relation to the leader.
Well, that must have been Chase's last set of tires, because he's still running the same speed that he was before the pit stops here. So he's actually, he is not even pitted yet. Stempley is not pitted yet. He's running
Adam Keene gets another set of tires, and he's on his way. We will see Chase come in here soon.
Oh, big step out in turn 3 there.
I think Brian Zemer's sitting on some tires also.
Look at his last name, see what he's running. He's just now getting up to speed here.
I don't think, I mean, he
Well,
last
he has not
pitted on
pitted
lap
yet.
71, so he's going to be coming in here soon. I think if you're sitting on tires, now's the time. Now's the time to come in, grab them up, and we'll see as we see Hartley coming down pit lane now.
Yeah, especially with the lack of cautions, try to want to maximize that time on fresh tires as much as you can.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if he's got tires. Well, no. Yes, he does. Chase Stempley coming down pit road. The leader's on pit road. Eric Johnson, 20 seconds back. He'll cycle out to be the leader, but he last pitted on lap 90. I don't know if he can stretch that all the way out or not. He'll have to save like 10 laps of fuel.
That's a lot.
Chase
Yeah, when I was looking-
Stempley. Has he got
Where he
tires?
pitted earlier.
He
Had
does.
a little bit too long to run to the end from that point to make it last. But
Now, Eric Johnson in the lead.
Stempley is getting tires here. I can see it.
Jamie Bolton says this is Sparta 300. That's an easy one. Come on.
That is a good one.
Kyle Franklin, yes. And then Kyle Franklin referring to the quote he threw out there, I think, says Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Billy Bob Thornton too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's Tombstone, right?
That is Tombstone. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, they're talking about gunfighting. It says, "Skin that smoke wagon." I don't know if they actually said that back in the 1800s, but sounds cool. You know.
Brian Zemer coming to pit road. Tires for him as well. A lot of these drivers save tires. Eric Johnson out here to a 12-second lead over Stempley. But I don't think that's going to hold up. I think the big battle is going to be between who you said early, Stempley and Hartley.
Yeah, they were consistently fast all throughout those runs, and Johnson, he's got been 25 laps since he pitted, and that's not going to make it to the end for him. That's going to leave him about 10, 12 laps short at least. We'll see what Sweet Heat has in store for us.
Kyle Franklin says Smoke Wagon was a deal for the 6-shooter. They said it often. That's good to know.
Oh, well, there we go. Little history trivia for us as well. Learn something new every day.
Yes, we do, man. What a great broadcast this has been. All the interaction. I'm having a great time up here in the booth with my buddy Derek.
Hey, it's good to be back, man. I was able to make it for the very first race of the truck season, but I haven't not been back since because Glat Dad Adam Glatfelter's been holding it down here. But I'm glad I got to make it in tonight. It's been fun. And I've said it before, and I'll probably say it too much, but I love watching these Gen 4s. They're a lot of fun to watch, man.
Yes, it is. We got 3 cars out. Cale Peterson, Daniel Veerkamp, and Anthony Bennett, they're out. Ronnie Welchel 5 laps down. Drew Kuhn 2 laps down. Brian Welchel now on pit road. He's had a little bit of a rough go today, but you know, anything can happen next week. Any driver can win as we're going to Talladega. Eric Johnson, 7-second lead. The gap is closing up little by little. Stimpley is hunting him down. Stimpley's got to be careful not to overdrive it because right behind him, only a second back, is Rob Hartley. Let's go on board with Hartley here. You can see the slap wagon in front of him. Kyle Franklin says that entire scene was improv, not scripted on Tombstone. You're just going to stand there and bleed. Phantom 79, B-Dubs got some new gear. He's still sorting some stuff out. Oh, Rob Hartley into the wall. Trouble making the corner. That's going to hurt him just a little bit. He can get that back underneath of him and run him down because the slap wagon's got some dirty air with Ronnie Welchel right in front of him. Chase Stimpley's closed the gap to Eric Johnson. Under 5 seconds now. And he's coming up on the 62 of Ronnie Welchel in the beautiful Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds car. Y'all, I can't say it enough. Go over to GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com and check out that website today. They got so much to offer there. You know, go over there, check out the website. Maybe it's a place you want to take your family on vacation. Looks like they have a bunch of stuff for the whole family to enjoy with the Rhododendron Festival going on right now through May 11th. And then what's today's date? Today's the 17th. So tomorrow, April 18th, and then the 19th, the Georgia Mountain Fair Spring Yard Sale. And then the kickoff party for the Memorial Lane Car Show on April 24th. So go check that out as we watch that beautiful Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds car. Not the run that he probably was hoping for today, but he's doing a phenomenal job. Let me see. I'm going to try to check something else out real quick.
On the race chat here, and as Stimpley was passing Welchel, he nice little interaction between them. He said that's why we practice driving side by side because they made it look easy and clean there.
Oh, yeah. These guys have a lot of respect for one another. Every now and then you see them get into each other, but nothing intentional, just hard racing out there. And
they made us look like choir boys in our league that we ran because it was a little bit of rough. It was kind of rough in there sometimes, but yeah, man, very clean, very respectful driving in the series. I like it, man.
oh, yeah, we were just talking about Ronnie Welchel in the 62. You see Rob Hartley going around him. Rob Hartley's 2 seconds back from Stimpley. Stimpley has closed the gap under a second to Eric Johnson with 25 to go. I want to talk about Ronnie Welchel for a second, Derek. 62 on the side of the car. The man is 66 years old, and you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but he's running in VR.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. Battle for the lead right now. The 18 of Eric Johnson is probably going to have to give way to Stinfley. Stinfley's on the fresh rubber. Stinfley to the inside. Johnson on the outside. Little loose on the top side. Look at, you can see the wheel turning to the right. As Johnson tries to hold on to it, gets into the wall just a little bit. No harm done there. Stinfley, your new leader, back out front once more. Now, with him having to be patient and get around Johnson, Hartley has closed the gap to under a second from Stinfley. Now, Hartley's going to have to get around Johnson here. And he's going to make the move right now. Johnson struggling on the older tires. 23 laps remain.
And we got a race for the lead here. I mean, they're a second apart, Stinfley and Hartley, but after 130 laps of running with no cautions whatsoever, they find themselves within striking distance here.
We'll see if he can hunt him down. He's less than a second. We'll keep an eye on the gap. Mike Stevens in the chat again says, as much as I've enjoyed the last couple races, I hope to have the 6 truck and the Gen 4 back on track next week. Last little bit of my PC should be in this week. That's awesome, man. We'll be happy to see you out there. You had a phenomenal drive at Talladega all by yourself in these cars. I think you passed like 5 or 6 cars on the outside by yourself. So see if you can do it again at Talladega.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that one. I might even have to join you in the booth if I'm off that night, because that's going to be a action-packed race for sure.
Yeah, man. Let's make it a party. Eric Johnson now coming to pit road for the final time. He's going to have to get fuel. I don't know if he's got tires. Maybe he was holding out for a caution. He's probably got tires. Let's see what he's got here. Yep, he's taking tires. Chase Stinfley out front, and he's made the lead grow just a little bit more. Hartley still not out of it yet. Still got plenty of time to go.
Yeah, and going back to Eric Johnson, with that strategy of his, if he were to stay on the lead lap here and get a caution, he'd have significantly fresher tires than the rest of the guys on the lead lap, so I never know.
Brian Zemer holding strong in 5th position. That's right where he started. Biggest move of the race, Chase Stinfley. Second biggest, Terry Litweiler in the 71. Adam Keene getting a little loose. Keene's in 3rd place right now. He's having a good run. He might be down as far as gap goes, but he's doing very well out here. We got Mark Kazin. He's on fresh tires. He's trying to shrink the lead. Let's see if he can get up into 3rd place, get his first podium finish of the season.
Yeah, with the playoffs right around the corner, man, it's important for all these drivers to get every position they can and have as good a run as they can come into the playoffs and make sure they get themselves in there so they can try to battle for that championship.
Oh, yeah, we got a big battle going on between the 71 and the 87. You've seen Litweiler get hard onto the brakes, and watch that nose drop down into the turns here. Maybe not on this one because this is the dog leg. But this one right here, you see that how it just sits down on the track, and he's able to drive around Mark Kazin. But I think he's a lap down.
Yeah, yes. These old Cup cars were rocking chairs, man. They'd lean back coming out of the turns and slam that front splitter on the brakes into the turns here, man. They're a lot of fun to watch.
Rob Hartley still holding strong in 2nd.
He's lost just a little bit of time to Stinfley here. Not much, but
Stinfley still fast out there.
Oh yeah, they're 22 laps in and they're still running low 30s.
Phantom 79 says when Ronnie first started out, he had his rig parked right in front of a big screen TV. After he saw B-Dubs and myself in VR, he bought a headset and never looked back. He adapted to it quick. I just can't do it, man. I get sick.
Yeah, I've heard people say that it's a genetic thing. Like you can overcome it, but just some people are just predisposed to getting dizzy in situations like that. I know I myself do. My kid's got an Oculus, and I've tried it a couple times, and yeah, it's not for me. But
I can
I would like doing it like maybe a road race here and there, but I don't know if I could do it full time.
I can do some, but like some of the games, like I got a PSVR 2 headset, and I'll play some of those games on there, and it's fine. But you get me into a racing game, forget about it.
Yeah. Hell, I get hot just sitting here watching this race. I just have to turn my fan on just now. But imagine I put something on my head, I might sweat a little bit too much, maybe. Hey, but big props to Ronnie. Ronnie, that's the VR.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Big
Ronnie,
props, man.
Brian Welchel, I think, also. And then I can't remember who Phantom 79 is.
But he'll go in the comments here. Yeah, Stinfley's he's airing it out right now. He's built it up to 2 seconds.
2-second lead. Looks like Eric Johnson's going to get back around. I don't know if he'll have enough time to drive down 30 seconds. He's got the freshest tires out there, and he's got the fastest laps at a 29.4. Almost actually a second faster than the leader right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can close that gap up.
At this point, about his only hope would be to get a caution, a race caution, which you never know. But
We've seen it last week.
Yeah, if he gets lined back up behind him, they would have their hands full trying to stay in front of him as fast as he's running right now.
Battle right now between Zemer and Johnson. Not much of a battle. I think Johnson got around him. He's got the fresh tires. Oh yeah, and he's gone. He is cooking. And you see he's still 28 seconds back. That's almost a full track.
Yeah, so Phantom 79 is actually Joe Brennan, who is Ronnie's son-in-law. So all right, there you go.
That's right. That's right. I remember now. I think you're the one that put the Coca-Cola on the side of that truck. Yuck. So that Sunday Funday race, figure 8 and VR made me a little nauseous. Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. By the way, folks, these drivers, I think the reason they're so clean is the Sunday Funday races. Sunday Funday, they just go out and wreck them all, and I join them from time to time and let them spin me around a few times. It's a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, man! I was able to attend Sunday Funday a couple of weeks ago, and we had the Miatas at Slinger with the jump, and oh man, that was one of the wildest races I've ever been a part of.
Oh yeah, Chase Stimpley out here doing work like he does in that old slap wagon. Six to go, 5 at the line. I don't think Johnson has enough time. He's got to hope for a caution.
Yeah.
I think he might have just pitted a little too late and let them grow that lead.
Yeah, and I think part of it also was, like we were saying earlier, he's going to have to, Stimpley's relative, he's pretty quick compared to some of the other guys in here, so you have to do something a little bit different than him if you're going to want to beat him.
Oh, yeah. Top 5 are your only cars on the lead lap. Stimpley, Hartley, Keene, Johnson, Kazin. And Mike Stevens says, what are the chances we get a sports car road series going? I like to turn left and right, he says. Well, I don't know. That's a big question for Eric Johnson, Mark Kazin.
Yeah, our Outcast admins. I mean, if they were to put something together, I would probably run it. I love road car racing. That was my first love here in iRacing, and even though I probably do more oval now than I do that, but yeah, man, I enjoy the road series. Those are a lot of fun. Something different every week, you know.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't get it, man. I'm slow. I'm super slow, man. Tell him, Buckaloo. Tell him what time it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. You just got to put in the laps, and it's tough with us having families and jobs and stuff like that. You
Oh,
gotta
big
kinda
moment for Mark Kazin.
pick your poison on what you want to put your time into, you know.
Mark Kazin about lost it there off the turn. You know what's crazy, Derek? This guy drives on a controller.
Oh wow.
Out here cooking.
I was about to say, man, this car and track combo on a controller it seems like chaos.
Oh, yeah, 3 to go. Stinfley coming out to the checker, to the white, or not the white. I'm sorry, to the line with 2 laps remaining.
He's putting on a clinic out here, man. Just steadily, lap after lap, just 10th or 2 quicker than the guys that are trying to chase him.
Yeah, and if you want to learn something, head on over to his stream. He's probably live on Twitch right now at the Slapwagon 91. I'm sorry, Slap and Tickle 91. I don't know why I said that. Because I was reading Slapwagon on the side. He's got Kazin in front of him. He's looking to put him a lap down. We're on the final lap, folks. It's been a long, wild ride. Thanks for joining us right here on Zero X Media and Design. Chase Stinfley only a few turns left, and he's going to take that checkered flag. We got 1 turn, I think, remaining here. Maybe 2. Yep, here it is. Chase Stinfley in the slap wagon does what he does and brings it on home. He's going to take the checkered flag here in the desert.
Attaboy, Chase.
And Kerry Stinfley in the chat saying, I don't know how racing in general with VR don't always make you nauseous. I think that's harder than 3 to 4 monitor startup. And Phantom 79 says, what a clean race. Well done, Kyle Franklin. Nice job. Oh, yeah, and you know what time it is, folks. If you're new here, we got the slap wagon out here, and he's about to get the donut light.
And hats off to all these drivers, man. They ran a clean race tonight. I don't know how.
Oh,
they did
until now. A little extra love from Eric Johnson.
Oh, yeah, man.
Everybody giving the slap wagon a couple extra bumps, and that's all right, Chase. You don't need wheel alignment to do burnouts.
Might help.
Look at him burning it down here. All the way around.
Get it.
He's coming back, and then we're going to turn it on. We was heating it up, and now the neon light is on. What a job by these drivers tonight. How many laps was that? 150? I don't even know.
Green. Yeah, 150 green here at Legacy Phoenix, man. In this Gen 4, that's it's an accomplishment.
Come on, Chase. That's not a donut. I got the donut light on just for you, buddy. Send it.
There he goes.
Kinda. He's going back. There we go. There we go. What a good time.
Slap the slap wagon off the inside wall a little bit there. Keep it going.
What a heck of a job. Heck of a run by him. Yeah, you don't need your front end now. Come on. Before everybody leaves, man, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for sticking around and watching the race. We had a great time broadcasting for you, but if you want to hear the driver's interview, stick around, and we'll bring these drivers in one by one for the top 3. And I'm going to get these cars back out here. Maybe. I hit the wrong button. There we go. slow it down. Put Adam Keene on the screen. Pause it, maybe. There we
That's
go.
like an Army car there. I like that.
Yeah, El Charles Wilson. There we go. Let's bring Adam Keene in here. I think I went to the wrong one here. Adam Keene. Ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher of the evening, Adam Keene. Adam, man, heck of a drive out there tonight. Started
Thank
in
you, man.
third, finished in third.
Yeah, it was a lot nicer run than I was expecting kind of going in. I was a little nervous with it being so hot, and I thought we had a really good plan and raced it really well.
Yeah, you did. And man, the tire strategy worked out well for you.
Yeah, and actually ran out of gas and on that last run through, so perfect on time on gas.
You get your money's worth out of that gas tank.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to do these days.
Yeah, well, it kind of surprised me. I ran like about 40 laps or so on that last stint. We were running 45 on the stint before that on gas. So I don't know what changed, the heat or just battling people. It was a fun race.
Oh, yeah, and you had some fans in the stands tonight. I want to say, was it Brianna that was rooting for you?
Hey, it's my cousin Bree and her husband Jimmy. I think they're in the chat tonight.
Oh, yeah, man.
So big shout out to them coming out, watching.
Yeah, it was a great show you put on. You've been fast in these cars throughout the season. You got one race remaining, and I think you're in the playoff run as we speak. Let me look.
Yeah, it was third, I believe, going into this race.
Yes,
behind
sir.
Chase and Eric.
So that should be nice points for you tonight, and I believe you led a lap too, so that might give you a little bonus point. What's going to be
Nice.
your strategy going into next week at Talladega? You just going to let it hang out?
Yeah, I mean, may as well just kind of run and see what I can do. Maybe try something different going in the playoffs. Just kind of test some stuff. But yeah, just kind of race it, have fun, and see if I can challenge some people.
Oh yeah, Derek, what do you got for the third place finisher of the night?
Well, I was gonna ask on that first run, what were most of the guys doing? Were y'all not taking tires on that very first stop to get in there, or did y'all like take them on the second one? What was your tire strategy like there?
Yeah, our plan was kind of going the two stints without taking tires, trying to prolong it as much as possible. It's kind of been the main strategy this season for most people. I felt pretty good saving tires too in this track. So that's kind of just what we did, is just kind of see where we went, take it in easy, battle a little bit with Eric, and kind of, luckily I was on the inside. I felt like that saved me tires a little more than maybe him. But just, yeah, trying to save tires, trying to keep us there in the end. It's kind of the idea.
Yeah, it looked like it was kind of tough to pass there. If you were on equal tires with the guy you're trying to pass, we saw several cars side by side for multiple laps trying to make a pass,
Oh,
And
for sure.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Good
the
drive, my
heat.
man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, the heat makes it tough to pass, and you aren't so confident with one wrong move on one of those turns, and you're on your race. So,
Oh yeah.
but no, I appreciate it, guys.
Was it easier to run on the top side or the bottom side?
For me, the bottom side, except for the very last turn. If you got too far low, I definitely would feel it slide a little bit. So just kind of coming out high a little earlier than I wanted to, I would say. Other than that, I felt pretty good inside most of the night.
Yeah, look good. Once again, the car looks good, and it's glad to have you back in the booth with us. And I know you've been here before, so you know what time it is. It's time for your sponsors, shout-outs, or whatever you want to say. It's all you, brother.
I just want to shout out the family, cousin Bree and Jimmy coming out. My crew chief, a big reason why we got third place is due to him. He's the one that ran that strategy, and we had it going talking. So definitely props to him. And then the guys here. This league is phenomenal. Going green and this track and this heat, brutal. Just phenomenal job, everyone. Just trying to keep it clean and good, clean racing. So. And then, shout out to you guys too. You guys do a great job. I like going back and watching this stuff, and I continue to get better and better with everything. And so so fun to watch and listen to everything. So appreciate you guys and your time doing everything.
Man, it's not a problem. It's our pleasure. We enjoy doing
Yeah,
it.
it's a pleasure. Big shout out to cousin Bree and husband John. Thank y'all for getting here and contributing to the live chat as well.
Hopefully they were kind of PG-13ish.
Yeah, it was all good. It usually is,
Yeah,
and it makes it very interesting. We love the comments. We like interacting with the people in the chat. So, but yeah, man, hats off to you again. Third place. We'll see you next week at Talladega, and hopefully you can improve by 2 positions and take home that checker next week.
Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Not a problem, man. Have a
We'll see you
great
next
night.
week.
Thanks, you too.
All right, there you go. Adam Keen, your third place finisher of the evening. Heck of a drive by that young man right there. And next we have Rob Hartley. We're going to bring Rob in the booth with us real quick. Hey, Rob, it's Dustin and Derek in the booth, man. Heck of a drive for you tonight. A lot better outcome than Tuesday night's race. But, man, what was your strategy going into this race?
Well, it looked like Chase and I were on the same strategy, like exactly the same. I just keep it easy, because if you give it anything more than about 80%, you're just going to burn your stuff up. And you got to make a whole stint last 43, 44 laps. And if you're not respectful in that first 10 laps on those tires, the next 30 are going to be, you're driving the struggle bus. I'll tell you that. So I just took it easy when I eventually caught up to Chase, because he just took off, and I didn't want to battle him, because then both of us would tear our stuff up. So I just wanted to stay with him, and it turns out we were on the same strategy, and I just was with him the whole time. I had a chance at him coming out of the pits. He was still on cold tires, so I thought, well, here's my chance. So didn't make it stick, so I just hung back behind him again to save the stuff, and at least I stuck with him this time.
Oh yeah, the first stint. Sorry, Derek. The first stint you ran him down. You had, I think you did a much better job saving your tires the first stint, because you were hunting him down and were right there.
Yeah, I had three, 4 guys fly by me in the first few laps. Like, see you later. I'll catch you later, and I did. So, you just gotta be respectful to the tires, and you'll be there at the end. I mean, it's not that tough a strategy. So I did the double first this time. Normally I wait till later to do my double, because the track rubbers up more, but the track was getting so hot, you had to do the double right away. Well, cooler, air quotes. It was 120 degrees instead of 140, but you had to do it early just because of the temperature.
Yeah, we were watching. I was watching y'all too at the start of the race, because y'all were, obviously the fastest cars out there, and it looked like Chase was flying at the start of that first run. But yeah, you were catching him quite a bit, couple of tenths here and there every lap. Those last 10 or 12 laps of that first run. So obviously you were saving a little bit better.
Yeah, you gotta trust your strategy, and you gotta stick with it. As soon as you get that race brain going, you're just gonna destroy it, and you'll end up a couple laps down if you're not careful with it. You got to keep reminding yourself, no, don't get involved with the race. Just stick to the strategy.
Yeah, I have a problem with that sometimes when I drive the Cup car. I like to a little bit of a hard charger. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's easy to do. As soon as you see his bumper and you're getting a little bit closer, it starts. You can start feeling it. Like, oh, I can get him. Like, no, calm down.
Right.
Oh yeah, I thought for sure on the last little run there, yeah, like you said, you guys were on the same strategy, but we seen you save tires that first little section. I thought you were going to be able to do the same and have him at the end, but just a little bit short tonight, but not a big deal. Let's see where you're sitting in the points right now.
Yeah, don't look. I missed a few races, so it's not going to look good.
I got you. Well, you got Talladega next week, so you can still make the playoffs if you win that race.
I'm just not a fan of super speedways. They're getting, I mean, NASCAR wise, they're getting not fun to watch there, and I just don't like driving them. Draft Masters is just, in my opinion, it's junk. I hate it. Everybody just runs over each other.
Old
yeah,
But
crash
crash
I
mess.
mean,
mess.
here we don't
And
really do that, so it's a little bit more enjoyable. But I just don't enjoy the pack racing.
Well,
It's not
anything
my
can
thing.
happen, and with a second place finish tonight, you might be able to close the gap a little bit because I'm looking at the people in front of you. I don't think they finished that well tonight. Yeah, you might be right up in there in that top 10. So it's not over just yet. So a good finish next week, and you could be in there.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll at least be here for the rest of the season. So uh, who knows? Keep your fingers crossed.
That's right. Well, man, it's great talking to you as usual. You know what it is. It's the floor is yours for all your shout outs, buddy.
all right.
So I went with the Ryan Newman paint job this week. I thought it looked pretty good with the Outcast logo on the hood.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I got the old 0X label on the rear deck, and
Loving that.
can't forget Georgia Mountain Fairground on that rear quarter panel.
It looks great. All right, man. That it for you?
Yeah, thanks guys.
All right, man. Well, I hope you have a great Easter weekend, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Rob Hartley, everybody, your second place finisher. He did a phenomenal job tonight driving, started in second, finished in second. So you can't really be too mad at that. I'm sure he wanted one more spot, but just wasn't in the cards for him tonight. We'll go to your winner of the evening, Chase Stempley, everybody. We'll get him in here directly. Chase Stempley, the Donut Man. You're in the booth with Dustin and Derek. Man, how you feeling after that? Now that's your 6th win of the season.
Boys, I am, well, for such a chatty guy, man, I'm at a loss for words, dude. That was, I feel like a complete race. Like, I really am happy with, from the drop of the green all the way from the pits and the conserving the tires, man. I'm really happy with that. I've learned a ton from all those guys out there, Robert included, which we were out there battling it about conserving and thinking big picture about the race. And I really feel like I put it together tonight. I'm proud. I'm proud of that one.
It was fun to watch, man. You had a definitely a fast car tonight, but yeah, we were talking with Hartley, and we were even seeing it up here in a little bit in the booth towards the end of that very first run. He starting to drive you down there, at the end of that first run. But it looks like you figured out the pace and the tire strategy after that point, and were able to kind of manage it and be consistently the fastest car out there for the rest of the night.
Yeah, man, I feel like that was one of my pitfalls. Was I come from the road side of things in the GT3 cars and the MX5s, and in that style of racing, you're focused on getting the biggest gap as you can, and you are balls to the wall every lap.
Oh yeah.
And it's all about the downforce, so you're not worried about sliding around. But on the oval side of things, you got to worry about your right front. You got to worry about your right rear. Those are your two best friends or worst enemies. And just like I said, these guys have really tuned me into the ins and outs really quickly too. They're really generous with all their tips and tricks and, advice and critique also. They're real honest, and I can't thank them enough. So I'm not going to be running around like, yeah, man, I got this stuff. I'll give credit when credit's due. Those guys are top shelf dudes, every one of them out there, for giving me some of the tips and getting us out there feeling good.
Oh yeah, and you had your wife says it the best here in the chat. I'm reading it. She says they say the Gen 4s are harder, but these races have had no or less caution laps than the truck race. I mean, she's not wrong. What's the big difference? Why is there more cautions, you think, in the trucks than there is in these races?
Well, that was just what I was talking with my buddies on my stream here with is the trucks are a little more planted. So you don't have to, you could probably see in all the in-car views the wheel just sawing. So the car actually demands your attention at all times, or you're in the wall. But the truck, nothing against it. It's a great vehicle to run, but it's just a different attention that you have to pay. You could get lost in the sauce out there and just clicking off laps. because your truck won't turn, and you got to slow down the pace. But these, it doesn't matter if you're going fast or slow. You're going to be working the wheel, and it demands 100% attention every lap out there.
Yeah, that's well said right there. I mean, yeah, the truck's a little bit easier to drive, and yeah, you can kind of get that false sense of security in the trucks where you can kind of drive over your head a little bit. But I imagine with these cars, you're kind of driving the car, not necessarily the other drivers on the track.
Well, yeah, I completely agree, Derek. Like I've said before, man, I like a car that communicates with you, and it's just like going on a date, man. If you've got someone that you're taking out and they don't communicate and keep you engaged, then you're going to be looking at the stars, looking at the butterflies. Man, it's a nice day outside. You
Yeah.
lose your attention, and that Gen 4 car, she's two handfuls, man. She's more than a handful. She's two of them.
That's my favorite right there. Come on.
That's right. That's right. That's how that's how my old lady is. She's a pistol, brother. So she demands my attention. So hey, you get it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the car does, week in and week out. It doesn't matter short track, even the super speedway Daytona we run. Those things were all over the place. So we get along really well, me and the Gen 4 car, and I love running this thing, man, because of just how active it is. Easy to read. If you're over driving, if you're under driving, the car acts a certain way, and it's easier to read than the truck, like you said, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have.
Speaking of,
Oh, go ahead, Derek.
oh, go ahead, Dustin.
No, you go.
No, I was just gonna say that. Speaking of super speedways, man, we got Talladega coming up next week. Here with these Gen 4s, man, that's gonna be a wild race, huh?
High speed, high octane, send it or end it. God Almighty, it don't get better than that. And the Outcast Motorsports crew out there, boy.
Come on.
You won't want to miss it. You won't want to miss it. I tell you.
Do that in the Trump voice. Won't miss it. It'll be the best.
It's gonna be the best. It's the best. Oh wait, it's gonna be the best. Not even China can make it. Second tier, second place, China.
That's awesome.
Talladega Motor Speedway.
I love it.
I might need to get me a Chase Stempley spotter pack here,
Hey, I'll send you the sound bites, man. And hey, I gotta give a shout out to my OG homegirl Betty White. I'm rocking the shirt with her face all over it. So we did this one for Betty White tonight. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Come on with it now.
Now, one final question here. You got one race left. You gonna go out there and let it hang out, or are you gonna let one of these other guys take one of these checkered flags home?
If I'm gonna approach it the same way, man. I'm out there to get after it, but it's definitely in my mind. I don't want to mix it up too much. You got to be smart and you got to be respectful. Everybody, that's winning's great. That's cool. Finishing good's cool, but showing respect and knowing that, like the guys tell me, big picture thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to approach it the same way, but that's going to be in the front of my mind is don't do anything silly, and if we end up not going for it, then that's just the way it plays out, but we're definitely going to send it or end it, baby.
That's what I like to hear, man. And man, talk to you quite a bit this season. You're a fun guy to talk to, and now the floor is yours, man.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's a two-way street, man. You guys are all right, and we're blessed to be, getting interviewed pretty consistently. I'm happy with that. But I got to thank you guys up there at Zero X Media and Design, man. You guys got a great team, great group of people over there, and you guys do great work. It's like I said, it's top tier, man. It's entertaining, and like I said earlier, it keeps you engaged. There's not a lot of dead air time. You guys keep it mixed up there and make us all look good and give everybody shout outs and the featured driver to each driver that's got the opportunity to do that. I think that's really, really cool. To draw people that are cheering on everybody and stuff. So thank you guys. And then the Outcast Motorsports crew out there, from the admins all the way down to the newbies, man. This is the norm. You guys can attest to that for all the broadcasts that we've gone flag to flag green. it's a 1 in a million. I'm gonna say it, and I'm an honest dude. You know what I'm saying? There's always little things here and there, but I'll tell you what, this is a 1 in a million group. The way it's run, the professionalism, and the time that all those guys have put in to set this thing up and continue to tweak it in and get it honed in, to keep it lasting instead of just dying off like a lot of these leagues do. Tons of respect and appreciation to those guys for letting me be a part of it. And yeah, got to thank Pinnacle Wraps, man. Drew over there keeping us looking slick. So when we're opening up the donut shop, man, we got a slick ride out front. And you know, when you're out on track, man, if you run a Pinnacle, you're gonna drive distinction, dude, because you're gonna pop. People are gonna know where your car's at all times, and it's gonna be up front. Can I get an amen?
That's right.
And yeah, thank my old lady for letting me fool around with all my buddies out here, man. It's so freaking awesome. She's right here with me, as always, man. Also, not last but not least, got to thank the Lord, dude, for all the blessings. You know, just let us keeping us healthy and opportunity to buy this rig and everything, and then meet all these awesome people, you guys included. So yeah, without him putting me in the right spots, man, I wouldn't be here. So that's tip of the cap as always to him.
Yes,
Right
sir.
on, man. We appreciate it, Chase, man. I hope you and your family have a great Easter weekend, man, and we'll see you back here next week for Talladega.
Amen, brother. You guys have an awesome weekend. Hang out with the family and tip your cap to the big man. You know what I mean? So you guys have a blessed one, dude, and we'll see you next week.
All right. See you, buddy.
Later.
Chase Stinfley, everybody, your winner of tonight's race. But let's go ahead and recap and take a look at what happened with the race results here. Chase Stinfley, your winner. Obviously, we just spoke to him. Second place goes to Rob Hartley. Heck of a drive from him tonight. Adam Keene in third. Man, really good wheelmanship from him. Eric Johnson drove all the way back up to fourth after that late tire change. Really good job. Mark Kays in top five. Man, all these drivers, man, you can't say enough about them. Sixth, Brian Zemer. Seventh, Terry Litweiler. Charles Wilson in eighth. Brandon Brock, ninth. Joshua Newman in 10th. Ryan Fox, 11th. Nice finish for him. Drew Kuhn in 11th. Brian B-Dubs Welchel, 13th. Ronnie Welchel in 14th. Cale Peterson in 15th. Daniel Veerkamp, 16th. And trouble early on for Anthony Bennett, and he's going to finish in 17th. Well, Derek, man, thank you so much for joining me in the booth tonight. Do you have anyone you want to give a shout out to or anything?
Well, just all of our guys over at 0x Media and Design that have been keeping us in it here, and big shout out to these Outcast guys, man. They're so fun to watch. Nice, clean racing it. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's just like Chase was saying, man. You don't find many leagues like this that can run this clean, especially in these cars. So, man, I'm just glad to be a part of all this, and I'm not gonna lie, it felt good, you know.
There you go. One last movie quote for the road. Appreciate that. It did feel good. Great broadcast tonight. Thanks again for joining me. Big shout out to each and every one of you watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button. It really helps us out. Hit the like button. It helps the algorithm out. We had probably the most people watching that we've had in a while. I think at one point I seen like 28 people watching. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Shout out to the Outcast crew, all the drivers. Man, you put on one heck of a show every night. It makes it easy for us to call the race. Thanks for all the interaction with the chat. Thanks again to Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Go to georgiamountainfairgrounds.com today, man. All those events are right over there waiting for you on the page. Once again, thanks again, Derek, my good buddy. He always keeps my cars looking good. He's just painted me up a nice, fresh ride. Man, I can't wait to put that out on the track.
I think I might have even put a little preview of it in the paint schemes here on the Outcast Discord, so y'all can go check that out if you're interested.
Come on. All right, man. Well, like Adam always says, and we always say when we send you off, man, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. Have a great Easter weekend, everybody. I hope you get some nice quality time with your family or whatever you enjoy doing out there. Go grab some Easter eggs and all that stuff. Man, Checker Flag came out, and now it's our turn. See you guys next week, next Tuesday night here on 0x Media and Design.
See ya.